Hello folks, welcome to Vital Truth. I'm going to be talking today about religious detox. In my other videos I talked about religious addiction, and this will be the fourth tape that I've made about religious addiction, and this is going to be about detox. This religious venom has spread through people's innermost being. It's sweeping the land. It has for a long time, and it's saturated every fiber of people's being. They're paralyzed. It attacks the nervous system, just like a rattlesnake. You take a rattlesnake, it's on a hunt for something to eat, and he'll find a rabbit or a rat, and what he does, he strikes his prey, and then he just crawls off and waits. And in time, this venom will attack their nervous system and paralyze them. Then here comes the rattlesnake and devours them. The devil's doing the same thing. He's attacking people and biting them with this venom, spreading this venom in them, and he's paralyzing them, and he's going to kill them. He'll damn their soul to hell. Now, when you check into a drug rehab, the first thing they do is strip you down, search you, make sure you don't have no drugs on you, and they isolate you. They put you in a room. Family's not allowed to come. Friends are not allowed to come. You're totally isolated. And then spiritually speaking, when you're going to get detoxed off of religion, you got to get away. You got to find you a prayer closet. And you got to get in there and isolate yourself from the world. The only way you're going to get delivered, folks, is separating yourself from them. Come out from among them and get in a prayer closet. And you'll need to pray. It's very important that to get off of this addiction, religious addiction, you must pray. And this could get dangerous. I mean, it could get scary. And the first thing you do is you remove all objects from the room in a drug rehab. They don't have anything where you can harm yourself, because a lot of people becomes violent. Withdrawals, DTs, because this is a matter of life and death. You want to get well. You want to get delivered from this horrible addiction. You got to do it the right way. You probably have a lot of religious venom in you, and it's going to take you time to detox. This may not happen overnight. For some, it happens quick. For some, it's a drawing out. You know, you'd have to give it time. Because after all, it depends on how long you've been in this religious spirit. This venom is spread in your being. And it may take you a while to get over this. But there is hope, folks. There is hope. There are steps to getting well. You may have DTs. I've seen people, alcoholics, where they would get to shake so bad that their bed would shake. I've seen people on drugs that would become so violent they would slash their wrist. They would wreck a room. They'd tear a room all to pieces, try to harm others and harm their own lives. This is an addiction, folks, and it's serious. It could become ugly now. So you got to be prepared. You got to have somebody to come to your rescue. Well, Jesus is number one, but sometimes we need somebody. Have your wife, your husband, or maybe one of your children that's of age and is able to help you. Make sure somebody's there to be around you in case you need help. And then, do you know how you treat a snake bite victim? A lot of people don't. Well, what you do, if you get bit by a poison snake, they inject you with snake venom. That counteracts against the venom. Don't understand it all, but I know that's the way they do it. So when you start having these ugly withdrawals, these shakes, this violent attitude, then holler out and have somebody slide you one of these televangelist DVDs under the door. You're going to need help, folks. Take that DV and put it in your player and turn one of these televangelist tapes on and watch it, and it'll soothe your nerves. It'll help you to deal with your violent attitude, your withdrawals. It works, folks. You treat fire with fire. That's the way it works. And when you get these horrible shakes and withdrawals, make sure that you pray. That's number one, pray. Now, you may have to be let down slow. Because a shock may do you damage. If you come down quick, they have to treat people a little bit at a time because they could wind up in a trauma center, folks. It is a serious thing. Same way of religion. You got to be conditioned. You got to do it slowly. You can't just jump into this and say, well, everything's going to be all right. No, it won't, because we have an enemy that's powerful. But greater is He that's in us than he that's in the world. And Jesus Christ is our number one hope. And be sure that you stay separated from the outside world. Because if you leave your room and you go back into this religious institution, then it's like the blind leading the blind. A druggie can't help a druggie unless he's been free. So you've got to separate yourself from these religious people. You've got to get away. You've got to be alone with God and pray and seek God with all your heart and trust in Him. He wants to help you. There's people out there that loves you, that wants to help you. There's people out there that cares about you, that can relate to your situation. You can't relate to someone that's never been where you are. The best way to learn how to raise kids is ask somebody that never had any. They got all the answers. The best way they say to get help is ask somebody that's never been a druggie. All they got the book learning. These people knows the scriptures left and right. They can quote you the Bible, but they don't know Jesus. They can't help you. It takes Jesus Himself to help you. It takes somebody, if you're on drugs, that's been there, that's been in the gutter, folks. That's been there, that's hurt. They're touched by what's happening to your life. They not only have sympathy, they got empathy. That means they feel for you because they've been there and done that. We have not a high priest which cannot be touched with a feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Talking about Jesus, folks. Talking about Jesus. He is touched with everything we endure. Everything that happens in our life, He is touched. Listen to my next video. I'm going to tell you how to get free. May Jesus bless you.